Everybody should be prepared. You should always be. It never hurts to be over-prepared. What's worse is to be under-prepared. When I was a young minister, I did a funeral with an older minister, and I was just singing. I wasn't doing any of the preaching, and he was kind of proud that he was giving the message and that he was delivering the eulogy and that I was just singing. And so I had put my words for the songs that I was going to sing up on the platform because I was behind the pulpit singing. And I said to him, I can put these underneath here if you want to put your notes and your scriptures up there. He looked at me and said, "Oh, no, son, listen to me. I memorize my scriptures. I have it all up here. I don't need notes. When I was a young man, maybe, but not anymore." I just thought, okay, whatever floats your boat, man. I put the music on the pulpit and got up to do my song, and I sang, and it was, "When you walk through a storm." And then he gets up and he said, "I would like to recite the 23rd Psalm." And this is exactly how he did it. He said, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death." Just a second. And he got down from the pulpit, and it was one of those pulpits you have to kind of climb up into. He got down from the pulpit, walked through the sanctuary, grabbed a Bible, walked right back through the sanctuary again. That's not like in the middle of a funeral, okay? He just stops everything, goes up to the pulpit, and then he's like looking through the Bible. I mean, it's just awkward. There's silence. You can hear crickets chirping in the background. Everybody was waiting for this guy to read the 23rd Psalm. He finally found it, and he read it, and it was a different version of the Bible than he was used to reading. So he was kind of making part of it up and then looking and going, nope, no, he stammered through it, got done reading it, and then stepped down, and I got up to sing again. And you know what? He's pretty nice to me after that. He wasn't so much, "Listen here, buddy, I got this all up here." Because you know what? He kind of got proud. Now, the scripture says pride comes before a downfall. There's a lot of people walking around really arrogant, thinking they know how to do everything. The truth is, they're not really prepared. It's better to be prepared than to be proud. Because if you're proud but you're not prepared, you're going to fall. The prouder you are, the higher of a place you're going to have to fall from. Some people say, "Well, I don't need notes. I just go up with my Bible and I preach prophetically." Well, that's great. If you can do that, if you've got the talents and the giftings, but if you don't have those talents and giftings and you're not preparing, then you're probably preaching pathetically and not prophetically. So many times in ministry, people that would put 60 hours into a job, people that would put a lot of work into doing something in front of their friends. If they were going to sing karaoke, they would practice behind the scenes. People come and teach Sunday school classes and do children's church and do ministry, and they don't prepare a lick. They treat it like it's just kind of something that's there and anybody should be able to do it. Shouldn't we have a higher standard in the church instead of a lower standard? Just between you and me, sometimes I have to look out for the big picture. Which means if we have a program that's suffering, like let's say Sunday school, we've got 3 really good classes and one class where the teacher just isn't connecting with the students and it's going horribly. And part of the problem isn't the fact that the teacher can't connect. It's the teacher's not preparing. She or he is just reading out of a book every week. And I have to go talk to them. I have to say, "Look, I need to know that you're preparing. I need to know what you're doing. I want to help you be better." As soon as you do that, they get offended. Sometimes they quit. Sometimes they don't want anything to do with you. Because in the church, there's parents that have gotten mad because we have rules. And for kids to participate in certain things, they have to do certain things. If they don't do that, they don't get to participate. And I've had parents on my porch yelling at me going, "My kid wants to serve the Lord and you're not letting them." And And I look at those parents and I say, you know what? If your kid was on the basketball team and he didn't come to practice for a week, would he get to start in the game? He might not even get to sit on the bench. But you have higher standards for your kid athletically than you do spiritually. That doesn't make sense to me. Part of the problem in the church is cheap grace. We are treating Christians as if there is a no Christian left behind clause. Are you not getting it? Okay, we'll slow down and the rest of us won't proceed because of you. Hebrews chapter 5 says, don't just keep drinking milk, but move on. Move on into some meat, some deeper spiritual topics. There's a lot of people that are stuck in spiritual immaturity. And every time you try to deal with them, they say, don't you judge me. Only God is my judge. Only God is my judge. Or God and Simon Cowell, or God and Christina Aguilera, or God and Howard Stern. This is what I understand when it comes to service, being prepared and giving your best. If you judge yourself, God's going to give you grace. But if you grace yourself, God's going to send you judgment. Does that make sense? Think about it.